developer. I used to be a journalist, but by coincidence I got some other work, and I would like to tell and to show you something about it. When I started 10 years ago, I needed a logo, and I decided to use an image of me and my sister in an igloo. We grew up in Enschede, it's a city near the German border. We grew up in typical new building surrounding, and here you see housing blocks everywhere, just around lawns, grass fields. And as a kid, it was very important and a lot of fun to have such a public space. And when we are talking about new projects at the moment, I personally feel that there is a lack of public space, and that it's our task, that it should be our ambition to create not only a housing project, for instance, but public space as well. Yes? This is the housing project I grew up in. Yes? And then I used to live in Utrecht for 20 years, and there was this very strange building on one of the most beautiful spots of the historical city, near the canal, and a monumental park in the inner city. It used to be the very silent southeast part of the city, and this used to be from the 13th century a party of monasteries and cloisters, so very enclosed and introverted islands. Yes. And we've been realizing this apartment building last year in Utrecht. You see here the old city. Yes. The cloister there, once there. And this is the it's a very strange building. No one knew what was behind this building. It was not used anymore. So very anonymous part of the city. And this is a German camouflage bunker of 30 by 35 meters. A lot of concrete, walls and a roof of 3 meters thick. Yes. And we had the idea to or reuse the building, which was not possible, or replace it for a new, beautiful building. And that was our solution, so we had to proceed. Yes? We had to proceed for 8 years to get a permit to demolish a building like this. It was such an important spot in the city. That took me 8 years. Yes. Go on. This is celebrating the highest point of the new building. So I hired some angels. Yes. This is the new building standing just across the monumental park. Yes. And I personally feel it as a task and an ambition when you are building new projects that you reflect the time in which we live. I personally do not like retro architecture or lookalikes as if it were built 80 years ago. We are living now, and I would like to reflect our time. And that's important in new times as well. So you have here 4 apartments, 4 high, 16 apartments around in the inner court with a beautiful side to the monumental park. Yes? Yes. And it was built on the foundation of the bunker. And it took us 6 months to get rid of the bunker. Yeah. Some details. Beautiful horizontal windows that when you sit on your couch and you can see on eye level the park. Yes. That's a beautiful picture. And last year I got an important award from the government called the Golden Pyramid for this project. Yes. And the city of Utrecht gave me the opportunity to do a second housing project in a total new neighborhood. And I think that's a total different task when you compare it with the historical environment. I personally feel it important that I would like to have such an optimistic atmosphere in a new surrounding. So that's affordable housing, and we try to create an optimistic atmosphere there. Yes. panels of polyester beton with little pieces of glass in it, so that it reflects very beautiful in the sunlight. Yeah. Yeah. I had some other people when it was opened last year. Then, after realizing those two projects, I got involved in Almere at the beginning of this year. We started with a few people of Almere to think in a competition for Almere's quartier. We thought about a new project, and the people told us, the architects and we were consulting and getting inspired by the people who already live here. And we showed them two projects in foreign countries. In Denmark, one, made by Oostmeijer, with a lawn between the housing, yes. And a project in Salon, Switzerland, very condensed with a common wood, yes. And a swimming pool, common swimming pool. And the people from here told us what we lack here is common spaces. We would like to have common spaces. This is Salon as well in Switzerland, yes. And this is our project in Almere Port with 108 dwellings around a common park of 1 hectare with a swimming pool in the middle, a biological swimming pool of 50 meters long. So this is an Olympic pool. And I think, yeah, this is good mind. Thank you very much.